Hello, I'm Caede, your guide. Today, we are at the Kasuga Taisha or Grand Shrine of Kasuga, which is famous for its many lanterns. The Kasuga Taisha and the Kasugayama Primeval Forest, located behind the main hall, were registered as a component of the UNESCO World Heritage Site, Cultural Properties of Ancient Nara in 1998. Let's visit the Kasuga Taisha together, tucked away in the mountains. There are over 80,000 Shinto shrines in Japan, and the Kasuga Taisha is the headquarters of all Kasuga shrines, of which there are over 3,000 shrines. That's why its name is Taisha, which means Grand Shrine. It is obviously an important shrine. There are many ways to get to the Kasuga Taisha, but since we are here, let's enter from the Ichinotori Gate. It's about 1.3 kilometers away from the actual shrine, but this torii is the official entrance of the Kasuga Taisha. From here, the approach to the Kasuga Taisha starts. The Ichinotori was built in 836, and the version we see now was constructed in 1634. It is 6.75 meters high and is designated as an important cultural property of Japan, as well as one of the three major wooden torii gates in Japan. The other two are the old torii gate of the Itsukushima Shrine in Miyajima and the gate of the Keihijingu Shrine in Fukui Prefecture. The pillars are covered by 16 cypress boards, and the rings attached to each pillar are meant for hanging sakaki. The sakaki is an evergreen tree, so it is often seen in shrines as it was considered a symbol of divine energy. The Japanese character for sakaki is written by putting together the characters for tree and God. Through this, we can see that the tree has a deep connection with the gods. What kind of god is enshrined in the Kasuga Taisha, which has such a large precinct? Let's take a look at its history. It is said that the Kasuga Taisha was founded about 1,300 years ago. A god named Takemikazuchi no Mikoto from the Kashima Jingu Shrine in Ibaraki Prefecture was welcomed to Kasuga Mountain to pray for the prosperity of the Japanese nation and the happiness of its people. At that time, the god arrived while riding on a white deer. Since then, the deer in this area have been worshipped as messengers of the gods. Also, a characteristic of male deer is that their antlers grow back every year, which was thought to be a symbol of reincarnation in the old days. In the Heian period, aristocrats who visited the Kasuga Taisha would get off their ox carts to worship the deer if they came across them on the road. Even today, there is a deer sanctuary called Rokuen on the shrine ground, where sick or injured deer are treated and pregnant deer are protected. These deer are wild, so for their health, please only give them deer crackers if you want to feed them. As you walk along the approach to the shrine, there are 8 small bridges like this one leading to the shrine grounds. While you cross over, the water flowing from the mountain will purify your body. This first bridge is called Madashibashi, or the bridge to start horses. Interesting name, isn't it? Actually, this is the starting point for horse races and horseback archery, hence the name. There's a description of this horse field at the Kasuga Taisha in a book from the Heian period. A little further on, there's also a bridge called Madomebashi, or the bridge to stop horses, which is the end point of the horse race. Off the approach road and to the right is a grassy area called Tobihino. From here, you can see Mount Kasuga, where Takemikazuchi no Mikoto is said to have descended. And you might see a herd of deer lazily relaxing. There are camphor trees here that look like one tree from a distance, but there are actually 3 separate trees planted. They were planted in 1908 on the spot where the Meiji Emperor sat during army exercises that were held here. So the tree is over 100 years old. It is magnificent. As you walk further and further along the approach, you can see lanterns little by little. There are many pairs of lanterns like this along the approach from Ichinotori to Ninotori. These pairs of lanterns were donated by business people, such as department stores. Many lanterns are still relatively new. As the number of lanterns we see increases, we arrive at the last torii gate before entering the precinct, the Ninotori, which means the second torii gate. In front of the torii, you can see the World Heritage Site plaque. When you pass through the torii, please bow first to signal to the god that you are about to visit. After passing through the Ninotori, you will see a Fuseshika no Temizusho, or purification basin on the left. This watering basin has a statue of a deer, which is unique to the Kasuga Taisha. Quite original, don't you think? Before entering the shrine grounds, it is good manners to wash your hands and mouth to purify your body. So please purify yourself before heading into the shrine grounds. The path right next to the water basin looks like a spiked sword, right? Actually, this is one of the shrine's entrances. It is said that dragons appear at the end of this sword, and in the old days, nobles used to go up this path. It's an open road now, but in the past, it was an entrance for the nobility only. The Kasuga Taisha is especially known for its lanterns. There are whopping 2,000 stone lanterns alone in the precinct of the Kasuga Taisha. From the end of the Heian period until today, people throughout the ages donated these lanterns to the shrine with wishes for family safety and prosperity. Therefore, the names of donors and the date of donations are engraved on the lanterns. By now, many of the lanterns are covered with moss, and the engraved characters are faded, so you can feel the age of the lanterns. There are also some lanterns with a deer carved on them, which is unique to the Kasuga Taisha. Sometimes a deer greets you from between the lanterns, like this. Oh, many of the stone lanterns are old and damaged, so please don't touch them. Now let's finally enter the precinct of the Kasuga Taisha.